I was unbelievably lucky to find Masha JewelSplint online. The last joint on my pinky finger was constantly dislocating, so I consulted a hand surgeon who sent me for x-rays. The x-rays confirmed severe osteoarthritis of the distal joint, and my choice was surgery or splint. I chose splint. Through my HMO, I had a simple plastic splint made, which is quite ugly, and had people asking me what's wrong with my finger. I went online to look for a different solution, found plenty of plastic splints, and then I saw sellers of silver splints. I read their write-ups and only one stood out, JewelSplint by Masha. Unlike the others, Masha is not just a jeweler. She's an occupational therapist and has been for the last 20 years. I contacted her and sent her pictures of my finger, and she told me exactly where and how to measure my finger. Using this simple tape, she told me exactly where to put it and how to measure, and then she told me which designs would be appropriate for my problem. I ordered my first splint in gold and was so pleased with it that I actually ordered a second one in silver. Oops. They're totally different styles, and more important, they look like jewelry, they are jewelry, and they're totally adjustable, so when my finger swells or shrinks, I can adjust the splints myself. Having found Masha, I would never go elsewhere. She is a true professional, both as a jeweler and an occupational therapist, and she's a pleasure to work with. Okay, now let me show you close-ups of what I had and what I now have. The first thing I had made was by my HMO, this ugly plastic, bulky, hot ring that is uncomfortable and makes my fingers sweat. Once I found Masha online, she showed me how to measure my finger, which I did using the simple dressmaker's tape, put it around the joint, and signed exactly where the measurement was, 4 3/4. And Masha made the rings accordingly. The first one I ordered was this gold one, which gives me lots of support on the side of my finger where the joint moved. Very attractive, and I received compliments. Having this one, I decided I wanted one in silver, because I wear a lot of silver jewelry as well. So I had this one made, which also gives me lots of support on the side so the joint doesn't move, and actually has a little bit of gold, so it works with all of my jewelry as well. I'm really very pleased because people don't realize that I'm wearing a medical splint. They think I'm just wearing rings in funny places.